Accuracy loves this forest. It was his forest for quite a while. Slot back a little bit. Some other players have taken up camp in this area, but right now, Accuracy is one of the best players on the planet on this map. Let's see if he can do it here against Elevate. And Elevate have been real surprise story for me. You know, they come out with that crazy group with Optic in. They somehow make it out thanks to Patrick Price himself. But here we go into this one. Team Kaliber looking to end their winners bracket run. It's a good start by Mox in space. They are going to get a couple of kills here. 4 men, you go down. Team Kaliber, not the start they would have wanted.
Yeah, I feel like TK is a team that's usually hot out the gate. It's weird to see them lose the entire first wave of engagement with no kills. They're already halfway through the second one and still no damage has been done. There's no blue in the kill feed the way that you would want it if you're a TK all day fan. It's all Elevate right now. Spacely starting off the game 4-0. Kenny finally shooting back. This is the man that you usually look at in the first 60 seconds.
100%. Kenny's one of those 100 miles an hour players, but keep an eye on Spacely. He's already going for the rotation as the TK chats coming in, and they are eventually going to make their way into Cave. And they'll take the lead as we do go over to Ruins, but Elevate really going to be playing Protect Spacely right now.
Yeah, that's a parking brake to the usual hot start that TK has in their hard points. Proto putting a stop sign in front of him too. Look at that double kill, keeping that tempo in favor of Elevate. Take a look at the rotation going in their favor as well, but there is a split spawn for both teams. TK all over the place, still in an opportunity for a pinch. But these Elevate players, they're just gunning them. They're not able to get past anything. Accuracy just got his first kill.
Proto is snapping right now, and he hasn't lost a gunfight in the middle of the forest yet in quite some time, and it's going to be Elevate the first guys through. 40 seconds remaining on this one. Spacely to find enable. He's 7-2 start by him. Keeping an eye on Proto's score streak, though. He's not going to be far off it. Here comes King Candy, though. Seems to be heating up now. 3 members fall to his sword. And Team Kaliber will get control of Rips.
So TK should be getting the last bit of time here. Looks like Elevate is out of attempts. There is one player that can get into the mix on the rotation, though. That's Spacely at the end can try and take over this scrap time. But it looks like Pharaoh is actually ready and pre-aiming for him. So the real battle is going to go down around bunker here, right? Kenny getting a double kill opens things wide open, following it up with his second triple. Those spawns are TK all day.
Yep, Kenny really starting to heat up here now, and Ruins is well and truly won by Team Kaliber, and they have the rotation. A really good start from Elevate. This being just wiped out by TK now, setting themselves up here. I love this position from Enable as well. Can lock down very, very easily. At least going to find one good stuff from him, and the kills coming in for TK. They're locking down bunker here.
TK just launched, or Kenny just launched TK back into this game. You saw how hot of a start it was from the side of Elevate. Several players from TK weren't able to do anything. Accuracy didn't get a kill into the second hill, but now Accuracy on a 4 streak. Kenny a 3 kill streak, and he's had 2 triple kills in the past minute alone. Really just an awesome way to bounce back from them.
Let's see what they're trying to push through here through Fire is Pharaoh. And he's going to start lighting plays up. And he was a questionable pickup for me of Team Kaliber, but really has shone in that role, really been one of the reasons why they won that Stage 2 playoffs. And right now, he's sitting at 6-6 inside the hardpoint. Game is slowed down just that little bit. Bunker was really taken over by Team Kaliber, and Elevate could do very little about it, so it has slowed. Spacely and Cole trying to keep control of the cabin, though. Accuracy has slipped in, that Mox goes down, and as does Major Maniac. Accuracy doing really good stuff, taking over the cabin. Good rotation by Elevate.
Big moment from Spacely right there. He slipped right by those players. One was in bunker, one was moving up towards cave. They didn't see him in fire, so he was able to come through, catch the bunker player off guard, and then the person that went up towards cave, he shot him in his back, upsetting those TK spawns and disrupting what they could have had going on at cabin.
Accuracy does get taken down by Proto, and it just seems to be a bit of a fight for cabin right now. Currently, Elevate do reside there, and TK are trying to push through, basically getting up close and personal. Kenny is going to take him down, though, so has some defensive work to do. Now he finds a second one. Kenny finding another kill. 13 and 10 out of him. 23 interactions already. Only really being matched by Spacely. Enable's not having a great game. I've said that a couple of times this year, unfortunately for him, but Team Kaliber still in the lead here, Fox.
Yeah, typically his issue is not in the respawn. He's I feel like, often a very consistent player when it comes to respawns. SMD is where you can expect him to take a nap on stage. With 4 and 12, not a great start. Still TK 50 seconds in the lead. So what does that tell you is going wrong for Elevate? We'll have to see what goes on in our second rotation of hills as we get back to cave.
I mean, it just comes down to it. Elevate had a really good start at cave, and their rotation around to Ruins is pretty good, but ever since then, Team Kaliber have been fairly dominant. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. It is going to be 106 and rising for TK as they get control of cave. So it's going to take down Pharaoh. They've got control of cabin. They get a kill into mid-map as well. This can be a pinch for the final 35 seconds as Elevate trying to push through. All the kills coming in their favor. Pharaoh's the first one to answer back, but Elevate gain control of cave.
Elevate in position. Pharaoh waiting for his team to get up there with him as well. He can't do anything alone here. Especially, you see how many smoke grenades are always in effect. Really limiting the visibility. The scrap time. You should see the rotation come through. There's only one player from TK that can get that. They still have to get past Proto and Mox. We're set up on Ruins. There we go. They're all wiped out immediately. Elevate still in complete control. TK spawning way out towards Cabin.
They're getting plenty of control, but Team Kaliber have got the score lead here. Well and truly, pretty much doubling Elevate's score right now. They'll have a good couple of chances to try and flip these spawns in the middle of the map. Not able to do anything there. Maniac taking them down, but the kills going in Team Kaliber's favor once again. Kenny really starting to heat up now. 19 and 14 out of him, and he's flying towards Team Elevate's spawn. Kenny setting himself up in and around. Going to find one, is going to find second, not quite. Elevate just about battling back, enables the last guy alive for Team Kaliber in and around you, but Elevate have the spawns for Bunker.
Kenny, first player to break 20 kills after Accuracy and Pharaoh have only just gotten to 10. That's the kind of pace you want set by your submachine gun player, getting high number of engagements like that are so impactful that they're able to double the score of Team Elevate while Enable still going double negative.
Enable really needs to try and step this one up here, but the rest of his team doing the work for him. He won't mind 10 and 18 out of him, but Team Kaliber well and truly in the lead here. Kenny trying to lock down this mid-map. Will be looking for the picks towards the back as Enable pushes through front. Trying to do something here. Mox still take him down. Around the back, he was able to find a pick, but Elevate not too badly set up, but the spawns are out for them. Team Kaliber are going to be going through no man's land. Accuracy now acting as a pinch, not going to happen. Basically comes behind up, but they flood him through the front gates. Team Kaliber trying to get control.
Yeah, Accuracy was trying to take his time and work those spawns, especially waiting for the rest of TK to come through front bunker, but basically took the quickest route to him. Straight through middle map, shooting him in the side. He saw it coming from a mile away, and they stopped that push in its tracks. Basically still outside of the hill, acting as a buffer for the TK players, but it looks like they completely slipped by him. He has no idea what's going on with the TK players around Cabin. As a matter of fact, player 5, Kenny, just snuck up right behind him through mid.
And that's the issue when you have a bit of a spread out. Typically, you see teams on hardpoint, you spread out as far as you can to push the spawns back, but because they do that, there's a little slip in the net that can happen. Here come Team Kaliber for the final 10 seconds. They've got control of Cabin as well. They're not just fighting for this scrap, but Team Elevate well and truly back into this game. Team Kaliber only about 25 points in the lead as we head to East Road.
So Enable preventing this player from Elevate from coming out of bunker. He needed some help coming in from fire, which was Proto. No one really in control of East Road. This is one of the hills that's very, very hard to sit on for too long, especially because of how easy it is to nade, how many open lines of sight there are. So you'll see as soon as the TK guys get into effect, this won't be red for too long. Kenny, first one to take action.
Both teams getting a bit of a split spawn here. We are going to see Spacey have to make his way through Ruins, and we did see Enable spawn back bridge too, so a bit all over the place right now. Spacey could be the trump card for Team Elevate, though. Here he goes. He's going to try and push in. A couple of kills already going in Elevate's favor. Spacey snaps onto 2. Now he finds the third as Kenny wipes 2 down himself, but as we go towards Cave now, it's going to be Team Kaliber with about a 30-point lead, so they have extended it a little bit. Let's see how they're doing with that lead with an Astro Gaming listening.
Fire alley, Spacey, city mid, 2 mid, 2 mid. Fire alley, fire alley, one shot.
What's upside? There's side hill. Side hill.
I
need fourth. I need fourth.
I hit him fourth minute.
I didn't hit fourth.
Got fire alley, bro, fire alley.
Yeah, I'll smoke the cross.
I got one fourth.
I'm coming. I'm
Fire alley.
about to hit no man. I'll smoke the cross.
Fire tank down.
Nice, let's go 2.
I got naded.
Go there, stay. He's way out. Back on. Stay on. Stay on.
Man.
I'm looking. I have in bunker.
I have outer.
Yo, they might be ice.
I have it if they go.
Yeah, cross the bunker. I got one in bunker, and side bunker. One in bunker, one side. I
have your cross.
They're behind you, I'm pretty sure.
No, I
One's fire tank. They need no man.
No man, stay. I got one. Yo, watch.
Going you.
No, Messi flank. Nice, stay down the
I'm you.
Stunned over your cross more.
Fire tank on me.
Fire
tank. Yo, fire tank down in space. One in.
Back row, back row.
He's fire tank to you. I spawn. Check him.
Fire tank to you.
You did. Fucking shit on. Let's go. You right now. He push broken.
I'm you right now.
I'm going to pick him up.
Fire tank, one shot.
Close broken. Space is broken, heady. Weak, broken.
Team Kaliber extend the lead here. They have a very good rotation to Cave and pretty much lock it down the entire time. Elevate picking up a couple of points at the start, but Ruins does belong to them once again. But it seems as if I'm just repeating myself every time. Elevate have got that rotation to Ruins a good few times now. It's the 3rd rotation. They've been the first guys there 3 out of 3. And so far they haven't really been able to pay off from that. Kaliber seem to be breaking them every single time they've done it again. Elevate really having trouble keeping a hold of these hard points.
Yeah, we're also seeing a whole lot of smoke usage on not just this hill, but also cave, mostly cave, from the side of Team Kaliber. I can't tell how many players on the side of Elevate are running smokes over there too, but that's definitely making a big difference on cutting off the line of sight for these STG players. So one thing that stood out to me really quickly about that listening, we saw just how panic those comms sounded from TK. Like, it sounds like Elevate's really making them work for this victory. I mean, they have this 40-second lead, but you'd think that they were still losing by the way that they sounded.
Fox calling a glide bomb. I didn't even see where that came from. We must have went on a bit of a streak there, and it has been close. But I think you were right. Team Kaliber sounding a little bit frantic here, but they still have the lead, and that is the main thing for them. Keep an eye on that game timer. It is ticking down very, very quickly there. Team Kaliber still with the lead though, so that suits them quite nicely. And another thing about the communication, Enable is clearly that guy that tells them what to do. He is that in-game leader. 22 and 30 from him. He has stepped in Pharaoh right now. Was on a 5-streak space. He shuts that down. Here comes the pinch from Elevate to get the kill. The cabin cut as well. They're going to try to push through. Kenny and Enable saying no though. Really good stuff by Team Kaliber. Very resilient from them. Proto pushing through. See what he can do. Enable and Kenny find more. Really good stuff by the SMGs on Team Kaliber. And Kenny just doesn't stop. A full streak of for those two SMGs on Team Kaliber. And look at Pharaoh as well. Nelly finds the third. Maniac shuts him down.
Big moves from Enable and Kenny on the bunker hardpoint right there. Look at those 4 streaks. Those are all one-on-one engagements they took over and over and won beautifully every time, and that could possibly seal the deal. Because look at our overall game timer, 31 seconds. That clock is red and ticking. Elevate needs to get some bodies in the hill, but East Road, it's so damn hard to do it. TK, they look like they're in full control to close out this map.
TK well and truly in the driving seat. Team Elevate are going to get themselves in the hard point, but every second they're out of it, the time just ticks on down. Team Kaliber choosing not to get inside. They may just want to try and keep people out. Oxen, Spacely, and Proto are all going to combine. Enable's the only one to stop anything. But here come the streaks. We said he had a slow game. Enable now rains Hellfire as he gets the 6 onto a 7 as well. Really good play by Enable. Team Kaliber walking away with this one, Fox.
Oh man, it just couldn't come down to them getting gunned by Enable for 30 seconds straight while bunkered. Elevate dug themselves in a hole. TK buried them in it. And now we see them taking map number 1 to continue their undefeated record in hardpoint.
They've just looked so good, and it comes down to guys like this. Kenny picking up kills left, right, and center. He's got no right to get 2 kills, never mind the 3rd. What a performance out of him. Enable really steps it up and sends TK into the lead. 1-0 now. A good performance out of TK, map number 1.
Our stage 2 playoff champions. Coming through in a big way at hardpoint. I mean, that first minute was looking real slow. They were getting the floor wiped. They were getting smacked the first minute and a half of that game. I mean, the kill column was all red. Elevate was just burying them. Spacey started off 4-0. Of course, it is easy when you're able to kill TK up off of spawn, but that's not something that we usually see out of them.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen that from Elevate, but outside of that, I can't think of any particular moment where they picked a good chunk of points. I think they had one good cave hold, not cave hold, cabin. Get there in the end. Hold. And that was
There's only
pretty
one
much
hill left.
it. Yeah, we'll not try with them all, but at the same time, that was the only time we've really seen them pick up a lot of points. Yeah. Realistically, I think when they were trying to hold, they just couldn't do it, especially Ruins. We've seen TK break it every single time, and it just becomes difficult when you can't hold down hard points if you're the first guy there.
Yeah, well, when you got heavyweight submachine guns like Kenny, you can get through anything, right? He's someone that can just act as a wrecking ball. And even when they're holding down hills, you saw him and Enable towards the end slam the door shut in Elevate's face, right? Going on those 2 big streaks.
Yeah, and TK, their hardpoint has been so strong all week long, all year long, if anything. You know,
Stage 2 was awesome for them specifically with hardpoint.
Yeah, they've been great all year as well, and it's interesting to see if anybody's going to actually be able to beat them. We've got plenty of Sharks left in this tournament who claim to be very, very good at hardpoint as well. A lot of good teams, but let's see how we broke it down here in this hardpoint between Team Kaliber and Elevate. And where do we expect in this? Let's have a look at Ruins. TK, actually, well, that just completely denies everything I said. I felt like Ruins really was over towards TK, but the damage was in a bunker and cave. Where we've seen Elevate have a good start at cave, TK clearly taking over in the next 2 rotations.
Man, take a look at bunker, 79-36. We might as well slap Enable and Kenny's name on the walls of that bunker because they really made it their own. Not a lot of time, as we mentioned, East Road. That's the hill where the game ended on. It's so hard to get some time on that hill, and you see both teams less than 20 on it.
Well, let's see what TK can do in this search and destroy. A really good hard point from them. And anyone in particular you're looking at in the search and destroy from TK to step them up and bring them up to 2-0?
Coming from the hard point into the search and destroy on the side of TK, I want to take a look at Pharaoh. I think that he's someone that's been massively improved, not just in-game, but also as a player and a teammate. I think we've heard accuracy of Team Kaliber sing his praises, saying, you know, he's on here, he's listening, he's growing, and he's just been a force. Even before that, he was a threat in search and destroy, right? So yeah, it makes you wonder what he would have been like had him and Parasite gotten along. Point KD 1.13, S&D is 0.97. That's just this week. You also need to keep in mind his effectiveness in first blood. That sniper is brutal.
Yeah, the sniper play from Pharaoh really can be very, very strong. Going into this S&D though, the KD, as mentioned, not the best so far, teetering in and around 1, so it's enough. But we would like to see more from him. But to be honest with you, if they just keep winning hard points like that, we don't really need to. They can do with dropping the S&Ds, because we know how good they are at CTF as well. TK are all rounded right now.
It feels like just with their hard point, they already have 2 almost guaranteed maps in the series, right? Then they have excellent S&D prowess and clutch factor on their roster. That's 4 maps out of 5 in a best of 5 series. They're, of course, this week so far in COD Champs, their S&D and CTF records passable. I think they're like 1-3 in S&D, like 1-2 in CTF, something like that. That's the math obviously doesn't check out properly there. But they're still competent in it. They have awesome Pro League practice, and they're going up against a team that didn't make it in the Pro League.
And we've seen that be a problem for LG, though. You know, we heard Slacked in his interview after they beat Rise, and it was one of those things where they came up against Elevate and they said, right, we just haven't played them. You know that we've not been in the Pro League, and it catches teams off guard. Team Kaliber not being one of those teams that are being caught off guard here, though. Elevate put to the sword in the first map, and we've got game number 2 coming up in just a second. Any predictions for this map? What's the map for a start? There we go.
Yeah, St. Marie Dumont Search and Destroy. I gotta say, there's a lot about this map that Pharaoh can just kind of dictate. Kenny, I think that his aggression is going to be needed around restaurant area, and it's also these long flanks that have been so successful on St. Marie Dumont. There's just a lot of weapons on their side. The question is, will it catch them off guard that they have not played Elevate? Right?
Could do.
Team they can't study. Accuracy is, I know, someone that's watched basically every VOD that he's had with TK this year. So I wonder how this. Oh, look at Kenny already down middle map.
Yeah, he's already getting aggressive, but as is Proto, they have managed to break their way into B site already. It's going to be up to TK to try and retake this now. Are they thinking about planting? I think they're waiting on the rest of the utility being used, but it does seem as if TK are getting rid of most of it. Kenny, grenade in onto Maniac, not going to cause him any problems. And needs to make sure he wins that gunfight, because Kenny can cause all sorts of problems from behind. And the thing is, that even though Kenny isn't getting any kills, he's creating doubt. It means that they know he's there. They have to do something about it, and then he switches up his position, but the bomb has went down. 4v4 retake is what's going to have to happen, and Proto just got flying out and gets taken down. Does find Pharaoh, though. So Mox now in a bit of trouble, and what is this from Elevate? They're just not set up at all, and TK break far too easily. Yeah, all members go down, and that was a bit sloppy for me there, though, Fox.
They crumbled like a overcooked
something
muffin.
that crumbles.
Something that crumbles. They crumbled.
Yeah, I just don't understand why Proto goes flying out, and then somebody tries to follow him. Like, you can set up and post yourself up in that bomb site, and if you got 4 members up, there's not 4 different directions to watch. There's 3. Yeah. So, no, for me, I think in that scenario, they've got to make sure they're covering themselves. Maybe not getting too aggressive. Just play a little bit more passively.
Kenny gave up on the flank. He probably could have hit it right there if he wanted to, of course, without him knowing. Major Maniac ended up giving up that cut, and it still wasn't enough for those 2 lines of sight they got hit from. So, yeah, TK with a very easy break for the retake in round 1. Now it's their offense.
Yeah, kill a piece between Team Kaliber and that break, and Proto is going to answer back with one onto Kenny. Enable now. Making his way towards it, and he has had his criticisms in Search and Destroy, and rightfully so. And, you know, not really the best S&D stats from him so far this year, especially since he joined TK. Really has been the brunt of the criticism, but Pharaoh is going to be the guy that can help guide him through. Does take down Mox.
Yeah, Enable's position on this team, at least for Search and Destroy, is to definitely let his roster be the playmakers, right? You know, facilitate whatever makes them strongest. It's a bit too late to really be learning a whole lot in the year. We're in our last tournament. This is the end of the season.
I mean, Pharaoh's just walked through the middle of the map and managed to plant that bomb at B somehow, and that's really going to catch them off guard, but it is only accuracy left with him to try and defend here. Pharaoh playing this smart. I want to go with Pharaoh. Let's see where he's going. He's making himself wrap round. Accuracy finds one under Proto, but where is Pharaoh? How the hell has he managed to get in this position all the way from B? He's wrapped all the way around. They won't expect him to be there. He's managing to get away. Major Maniac, you're in trouble, buddy. Get yourself out of there. Oh, he wins the gunfight, though. 20 seconds to go. That bomb's going to be defused. And you got to feel that Pharaoh should have won that gunfight.
He stopped shooting. I think he thought he had him killed, but you can't do that on this stage. You got to hold it down. Elevate, though, they're the ones to do it with that defuse, and Major Maniac is a player that I actually wish I mentioned before this S&D started. Pharaoh, not going back on that. He's still going to be a threat here, but Major Maniac for Elevate was an awesome sniper when we last saw him on USS Texas on the Bravo stream. He's definitely a potent threat and a great weapon for Elevate to use this map.
Well, Pharaoh, I like what he did, though. He ran all the way through mid, wrapped around Elevate's spawn, and got in that way, and Elevate really weren't expecting it. Accuracy makes one, but gets traded out. It's all left to Pharaoh, and he can't close it out, unfortunately. Team Elevate get themselves on the board now. Proto pushing towards A, but it seems to be read quite well by Team Kaliber. They do have two bodies here. Pharaoh's going to put a grenade in. The second one might follow. Enable's going to find two, though. That S&D curse is no longer. Spacelu is the only guy to answer back, and he does survive. A 1 versus 3 for him.
Oh, man, that was a strange push by Proto. Not a whole lot of utility went towards those TK players that were easily in range to take him down. One was in the middle of a grenade. The other one, working off of that communication, is going to catch the guys sprinting at them in their power positions. TK with a very easy sight hold. It was a weird push from Elevate. It threw the one smoke and then no follow-up on the right side, it felt like.
Kenny with the bronze start, taking down Space, but I agree with you. It did seem a little bit strange. They got control of the bomb site. They tried to push out to the boxes and just found themselves in a position where they're going to get caught very, very easily. So a couple of sloppy rounds from Elevate, but they do have one of their own as well. So out of this by any stretch of the imagination, Team Kaliber do have the lead. Enable bar in hand. See what he can do with this.
See that TK all day logo on his gun. Enable and S&D currently second for most kills on his team and in the lobby. Pharaoh, of course, I did mention how dangerous his sniper is. Major Maniac rocking one as well, so you have to keep that in mind. This battle could go down quite a bit on middle map. This Maniac repositions. He was the one that was able to pick apart John in the series against LG, where they were able to 3-0 them and knock him to the losers bracket.
That's no mean feat either, is it?
That's serious. I mean, there's no reason that they should have won that series, man.
Absolutely
but
not.
It's clearly a team that we got to stop underestimating if they're capable of something like that.
Accuracy now making a late push into B here, and it seemed as if Team Kaliber's idea was waiting around Pharaoh, trying to get a pick, and then we'll make our move from there, but he hasn't been able to do it. 4 versus 4, 30 seconds to go. Team Kaliber leaving it very, very late.
They saw the rotation. Elevate's coming over. Kenny's here supposed to be watching it.
Smoke's going to be enough. Maniac's going to catch him, though. 3 versus 4. That bomb is going down. Enable. Such an important job here. Proto swims through the middle of A and gets away with it, but not for long. Accuracy takes him down. Spacely, though, pops around the corner. What a fast shot that was. Maniac does go down to Pharaoh. Sniper. Spacely's going to find him, though, and Enable now in a 1 versus 1 against Mox.
Mox, kill list so far in this S&D, has a 1v1 to clutch with Enable. He misses his shots. You need better trigger discipline than that. Now Enable has to play the corner, but the pistol in his face puts an end to it. And Spacely, I feel like, was the playmaker for this round of S&D. He really stopped the post-plant positioning from Team Kaliber, and it always seems like he's such an expensive threat to deal with. He's come around getting at least 1 or 2 kills and great positioning that gets TK out of their comfort zone of where they were sitting.
Elevate get another on the board. They could do with winning this map, they really could. We know that Team Kaliber haven't had their best luck in Search and Destroy so far this year. At times, anyway. But right now, if it can close out this one, they'll find themselves with a 2-0 series lead. Maniac going to be looking for that sniper onto Pharaoh. Pharaoh not entertaining the idea. He posts himself up in the middle of the map, Spacely in and around that area as well. He slipped by in main street. This could cause problems. He does have Kenny on the other side of that wall, and Proto's now found himself in a better position in A than he did in the previous attack. And this bomb is going down.
So with the bomb going down on A and all of TK over towards the B site, this rotation's coming in. But take a look at where Spacely's hiding, a cheeky little corner. They could very easily catch someone middle map like Kenny. The trade is there, though. That's exactly what Pharaoh's in that position for. Not just overlooking the site, but also anyone trying to stop the rotation. A pinch is set up now. Player 7 and player 5 on opposite ends of it for Team Kaliber. That's Accuracy and Enable. Watch them all converge onto this site at the same time. However, most of the pressure will be towards Accuracy and Pharaoh.
Oh, they have to be fast though. Accuracy is going to take down Mox, so it is up to Major Maniac.
Oh,
finds
my
one. Is
goodness.
he going to find a second? Not quite. Pharaoh gives him an extra couple of bullets as well as Enable defuses that bomb. TK take the lead again.
So Pharaoh was at 2 kills right there, but we last saw Enable being the one to defuse it.
Yeah, I think it was a time thing. They didn't really
Yeah.
have too much time, so Enable just jumps on it. Fair
Yep.
enough.
Yep. Working towards those score streaks, of course. Both Enable and Pharaoh, more so Enable.
See what he can do with them if he does acquire them. Elevate will be hoping to stop that happening because we know how influential they can really be on this map. Both bomb sites in the complete open. As we get back into this one now, Pharaoh looking for a snipe pick as well. It's not going to happen this time round. Kenny going to get the first kill on the Maniac as well. Enable finds one on Proto. This is looking like a TK round already. Spacely and Mox against Accuracy, Kenny and Pharaoh as Enable does go down, and Spacely's going to catch Accuracy sleeping as well. 2 versus 2.
Again, Spacely on the prowl. The stealthy movement from this guy. He's been so disruptive. All 8 of these kills, none are really first bloods except for one, but it's just these follow-up kills and this follow-up positioning that he always has that keeps his team in the game for the long term. Kenny, though, this is the first round since the very beginning that we've seen him get aggressive on mid, and he's able to find a first blood from it. And it looks like potentially a round win.
Kenny now patrolling the stairs, and you know the bomb is down. That is why TK find themselves set up in this position, but they are going to go and pick up that bomb, and is Mox going to catch Pharaoh off guard? Yes, he is. Does he know where Kenny is, though? 25 seconds remaining. He will do now. The shots rain in, and has Kenny read it? They're not going to go for the bomb. This is going to be a dogfight. 15 seconds to go, though.
Kenny with Mountain Energetic. He either needs to hunt down the kill or go plant the bomb. He's banking on Mox moving up to stop him from planting, but Mox is hugging that corner. Kenny's low on time, and the round's about to end. Elevate's going to take this one.
Elevate take the round, and Kenny takes a risk there. Hoping that Chance is going to make a move, but he doesn't. He holds strong, and Elevate take the round as the time dwindles down. I mean, it's easy for us to say that Kenny should have planted that in the position he was in, but he has no idea where Mox is there, and he makes the right play. Really well played.
It's tough. He sees him run away, but Mox could easily just turn the corner, re-challenge when Kenny least expects it, or when he's still putting that bomb down. I'm just still thinking Kenny had Mountain Energetic. He could grab that bomb, just keep it moving, go plant it B, and win the round. But you know, it's definitely a foresight and a hindsight kind of thing, and also the fact that we can see through walls. That's a big help to it all.
Oh,
so,
it
Spacely and company on Elevate, playing towards the B site. We've typically seen them favor the A site. They have been unsuccessful a few times they've tried over here, and you can see why. It's just all TK in the kill feed, and Maniac's left on his own. He's going to use the smoke for cover, but Kenny's not fooled.
Oh, they're going to see him, though. Kenny eventually does as Maniac takes down Accuracy. TK get another one on the board. 4-3 now. Kenny gonna get this kill through the smoke there as well, and he's working on some streaks, so that's something to keep an eye on from Kenny's point of view. Of course, with Chance not killing in that previous round, he may not have died for a couple of rounds now, and Kenny, if he can get a hold of those streaks, I'm sure the Bravo boys will enjoy that one.
Shout out to the Bravo boys.
Oh, we love it, man. Thank you so much to all you guys who've hung around Bravo with us all week long. Plenty more to come.
So we see a heavy stack from Team Kaliber towards the A site. And look at this unprepared Elevate roster. They were looking for a B hit. But TK, they should have stellar post-plant positioning here as Elevate. They're going to be off their back foot. A 4 versus 4 retake. They know it's coming, especially with the utility that just came out. But look, Proto walked straight into his death. I'm not sure why he thought he'd just be able to charge right through there.
I don't know if he's really concentrating here today, because there's been a couple of times where he's just sort of ran into danger. Every single time he's going to be getting taken down as well. And Maniac now, yeah,
he's going through it.
He's really not having a good time. Kenny finds another. Kenny is going to get taken down. I'm curious the way he got on the streaks there. Mox does find a couple, but he does eventually go down. I think Kenny would have been very, very close to his second and third tier. Definitely would have gotten a glide bomb because he did plant the bomb so close to it and did find a kill. So I'm curious to see what he got streak-wise, because that could be influential.
Yeah, he was at 500 before the plant, or before the bomb plant. I was thinking defuse for a second, but so.
into the next round as United take a 2-0 lead on the main stage. They are looking so good for this championship right now. Team Kaliber will want to maybe stop that though. Right now they are looking to put themselves up 2-0.
Yeah, we got our Stage 2 playoff champions at match point in this, game point, excuse me, in this search and destroy. Elevate, been putting up a fight pretty well in this series so far, but TK is looking to put an end to it. They're playing a very, very far back, passive positioning, completely giving up the B site. And with that first blood, this could be trouble for Team Kaliber. They need to make a 3v4 retake where everyone is out of position. It's a fight against the clock. The score streaks come out, and that should cushion things a little bit. Kenny's kill onto Proto, unattentive and unaware again. And Kenny is once again on the receiving end of it. This is looking like a better and better break every second that passes.
Oh, they've seen Spacely as well. If Kenny can win this gunfight, it will be massive, but Spacely takes him down. Maniac gonna challenge Pharaoh. Pharaoh knows where Spacely is. He's thinking about going for the bomb there.
Tried to pick out the kill cam for the defuse.
Oh,
Drawing
it's just
Spacely
so
out.
smart. It's so smart. Gets stunned up, waits for him to come in, and it's one of the easiest kills he'll get on that.
You see that smug look on his face? This is nothing to him. This
He
is
always
just a
looks
casual
smug.
Saturday.
He always looks smug.
His
Look at him.
smile. You know he's feeling it. This is just a casual Saturday to Pharaoh, man. This is S&D championships in his bedroom right now. That's how cozy he is in this game mode, man. In a stadium like this, the nationwide arena, we still got Pharaoh being just as competent and well composed in Search and Destroy.
He's a cocky guy, let's be honest. He really is. Fantastic stuff.
Great
from
showmanship,
Pharaoh.
too,
Oh,
especially early in the year when he was first put on the scene. Oh, man. Love watching this guy's growth throughout the year.
Yeah, Pharaoh really coming up with the goods there, in the final round. The throat's starting to go a little bit. 4 days of casting does do that, but either way, what a game between these two so far. Team Kaliber very much looking the more solid. That Search and Destroy performance is really what we need to see. We know they have Pharaoh, but they also have Enable as well. So sometimes he can really struggle. He didn't in that game. Enable had a great map there. So I know it's like, oh, well, we have one, but we have the other as well. But so far, Enable has performed here for the guys on Bravo. Team Kaliber find themselves up.
That's a let's go Bravo
Yes, it
chant.
is. I love it. We're going to a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. TK against Elevate, map number 3, just after this.
I love this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bravo and welcome back to the TK Elevate series. TK find themselves cruising here 2-0 up a fairly comfortable victory in both first two maps. We now find ourselves on Flak Tower against Elevate. Can they close it out here, or can Elevate make a series of it here, Fox? I'm wondering, I really am.
Flak Tower's a good map for it, I think. I think these guys have a good history on this map. But in this matchup, Elevate's been able to surprise us quite a bit. And in their previous match against another Pro League team, Luminosity Gaming, they had every reason to win the CTF. They had J capture the flag on their team, right? J Cap is a monster on this game mode, and they were still able to take him out and finish the job at 3-0. Accuracy, though, his Warden of an STG gameplay over middle map is going to be a real treat and a real threat, real problem for Elevate to deal with. They haven't seemed to be able to answer him yet.
They haven't. Well, I find it quite strange, 2 ARs coming off the rip. It might just be a thing for Team Kaliber to gain some control, as we see Enable pulling one out as well. But Kenny and Ferro obviously will be rocking the PPSHs as well. Ferro finding the kill onto Mox and getting aggressive. Team Kaliber slowly just grasping a hold of every single inch of the map that they can. But Maniac is going to get away here and get a kill. Get a second as well, not quite Spacely. He is able to follow that up, but he needs to get back to help Mox, who doesn't need it actually. 2-piece from him. Elevate survived the first push by Team Kaliber.
Really surprised to see Accuracy still get caught sprinting right there, despite watching his teammate get gunned down right in front of him. But nonetheless, Elevate able to clear out their base, basically looking to make a difference. I think he thought he was going to be able to slip by, but he ends up getting caught. Enable still hunting him down. Let's see if he checks. Yeah, he's going to double back. He knows Spacely slipped. He's able to catch him before he takes out a teammate. That's a big stop because Proto is next up. Oh, he just gave another player the slip. This is actually really, really slim, the way that Elevate is able to be slick and slide their way through TK's setup.
Mox now just trying to get some control on the map. And the thing is, they're slipping through the setup, but they need control as well. They're slipping through, but we need to see kills coming from them in those positions. If they can get them and get some control, we can see some flag pulls, but it's all very well slipping the net, but they're not doing much with it right this second. Kenny now, bar in hand, gets good by Maniac actually. If anything, Mox with a great shot into Enable and shoots him there with a PPSH and arranged at the STG, and Enable's hands should definitely be the better gun, but Ferro pushing forward, he's going to be able to hold this. He has support from Accuracy in a second. It's not going to be quick enough though. Mox does take him down. TK quite happy to retain this control. Accuracy is going to be the one to enforce that.
Yeah, Mox coming in from middle map to stop that. You usually want someone on your team around that area. It's a really, really hard area to deal with. That's why you see Enable making such a big difference, able to get the kill, pull it out through middle map. He's got the support of Kenny on the pile, on the, excuse me, I was going to say the pile side, the pile of wood, but on the wood stack side, and they're bringing it home. There's nobody from Elevate able to stop this one.
That one's going to go in from Enable. He'll be working on some streaks as well, and Team Kaliber continue where they left off in this series, and that is in the lead. 2 minutes to go now. Team Kaliber really have had most of what I would call a possession. You know, they've had most of the map under control throughout this game, and it shows in the score 1-0 for them, and they've been putting the pressure on constantly here. We can actually see Accuracy is going to push behind. It's going to actually cause a split spawn. We can see Spacely and Mox going to spawn up Ammo's side, so maybe not the best push from Accuracy because it then cause problems, but here we go. They can actually be able to slay out here. That flag should be pulled, but they actually have no idea where some of the Team Elevate players are.
Man, TK coordinating so well on these pushes. I mean, we even saw they handled the flanking pressure from Elevate in that opening minute very well. Like, Elevate players slipped by, but TK always turned around and realized they lost count. They had to find one more and shut it down before the damage was done. And now we see a second flag get put in by Team Kaliber. This is a big lead. Proto has yet to find a kill. Where is he at in this series?
Really has not been at the races so far, and he just seems as if he's running in with his eye closed, spraying his gun, isn't it? That's what it seems
not very
like
effective.
Right now. No, it's really not, and he's not having a good time so far in this series. TK just constantly have their finger on the button here in this CTF right now, and Kenny's going to get away. Proto can't slow him down. Eventually takes down TK's Kenny. Proto now trying to push forward, gets taken down again. Can Accuracy make another kill here? Does find himself a glide bomb, but also the bullets of Spacely. Enable should go down and does so, and kill's being traded out. Enable actually, sorry, is going to get the kill. It was Ferro who went down, but well defended in the end by Team Elevate.
And I bet Proto was wishing death streaks were still in the game right about now. He's really going through it for the first just about 5 minutes of this CTF, and TK has catapulted themselves into a good lead going into the second half, and Elevate is on the side where some people would say it's a little more preferred. Of course, in a map like this that's symmetrical, it's not a massive difference. This double kill might have turned things around for him, though. Maybe he'll feel a bit better going in the second half, knowing that he's all out of donuts.
Yeah, well, seems to have found his thumbs either way. 10 seconds to go here in the CTF round. And Elevate on the ones pressing forward. They've got 7 seconds to get a touch and force that extra time if needs be, but doesn't look like it's going to happen from either side. Team Kaliber will take a lead going into the second half. They also have some streaks, so a good half from the TK boys.
So we see a good round.
He ends up getting the bronze star as well.
It's like a participation award. When I played basketball, my team lost every single game in the season. I got one of those.
Wow, were you that bad?
1 year, yeah, for sure. Oh my God, I was terrible.
Well, I can't say I've ever played basketball, but I can't imagine I'm very good at it.
They don't have that in Europe? Or do you guys
Well,
still
they
like
got
driving
it.
horse and buggy over there too?
Yeah,
right?
that's what we do. We don't have electricity. Yeah.
Did Ben Franklin die yet?
Yeah, well, you'll die soon.
We got Elevate pushing up the right side of the map, sending 2 sub-players into the face of Enable. Both survive. Proto collects 2 dog tags on his own. He's staying alive behind enemy lines. Players 5 and 8 of Team Kaliber, Accuracy, and Pharaoh not doing a whole much about it except maybe dying. Nope, not quite. That's a layup you gotta hit, Accuracy. My coach in basketball would have made you run laps for that one.
Mark's down was right on the side now, trying to do his best to stave off the flow of Team Kaliber kills, but they just seem to follow through every single time. Proto now down this left-hand side. In and around radio, has to be very careful. Kenny's there, snaps onto him. Oh, he really has found his shooting boots, hasn't he? A couple of kills coming in Accuracy and Enable are going to be able to shut down Elevate's push. And this may be another flag for TK if they can get this one out. And that's a great grenade by Space Lead to shut it down. And that might just be enough to stave off Team Kaliber for now.
Couple double negative players from the side of Team Elevate, but it's a new 5 minutes. They really got to turn it around. They're lucky they're not getting buried in score streaks right now. It's still a very winnable game. Space is able to catch 1 player in the enemy base. He ends up backing up here. He wants to let Proto pull the flag for the team. Way out of the action, but he's towards middle map. He's actually ended up being the bait for the glide bomb. This flag looks like it can make it a good distance. His Accuracy slowly moving along with Infantry Hunker on that STG. He's trying to catch up, but he just can't do it. You see the effect that Airborne has. Proto's able to beat him there by a mile and put 1 flag on the board for Elevate.
They have to be careful though. All the TK were up and chasing, and they really have gotten a few kills here, and they've got a lot of pressure going down. Enable finds another, and that really should be a counter cap coming in. Although Team Elevate aren't going to have a chance to stop this. They do have Proto in the mid-map. Mox is just being sent to the Shadow Realm by Enable, but Proto now searching, doing his best to find Kenny, but just finds his bullets. Oh my God. That should be it. Spacey's got a chance here though. Takes down Enable. The grenade goes in, but Kenny makes it into gun. That's 3-1 to TK now, and they are cruising into this series.
This is unwinnable if their submachine guns can't shoot back. That's really it. They are losing these one-on-one engagements. Accuracy and Kenny are just putting them away. Pharaoh's tucking them in and kissing them goodnight. Like, it's just that easy right now.
It's looking so good for Team Kaliber. Every single one of them nearly double positive. Minus Enable, 16 and 10 out of him is the worst KD. Although Kenny, 14 and 8. Trying to work on that though, making it 15 and 8 with his 7th kill in a row. Must have had a fairly slow start here, Kenny, because now he started to erupt. Mox down this left-hand side trying to do something. Enable says no, just posting up in mid-map, and you can do that when you have a lead. You can sit in obscure corners that they wouldn't expect you to be in and just catch them off guard, and he's done that the past couple of minutes. Finds another as well. TK may push to finally deal that final blow. 4-1 would be unachievable for Team Elevate, I feel.
This CTF, even before the score streaks that TK has barely even used, this CTF seemed like it got easier every minute for them. There was just no competition. We're seeing Proto shoot outlines around the character models. We're seeing Kenny muscle through whatever he wants to in the second half. And Pharaoh and Accuracy didn't even need him for the first half. Enable as well has been pretty consistent and nice. So, I mean, when you got all 4 TK players firing, you got the Stage 2 playoff champions just powering through this CTF, what can Elevate really do? They just look unprepared.
They do, and they are going to get a couple of kills here, so they do potentially have an into this map and into this series, because they really haven't been there so far. And here comes Kenny Streaks. He's going to find a glide bomb kill onto Marks as well, but the kills are traded out in TK's favor. It's only Spacely left in a position to do something here. Does push gun side, but they need to start pulling now, don't they?
I just want to watch Kenny. I feel like he is just cooking this map. Elevate's getting fried. Sauteed.
Any else cooking analogies that you want to go for?
No,
Roasted?
that's all I
Baked?
got. That's all I got.
Is that all you got? Weak. I expect more, Fox. Pharaoh now pushing forward. It looks as if Team Kaliber want to put the final dagger in. Accuracy finding 2. Of course, that artillery bomb on the flag does mean they can't pull the flag. Kenny does get another kill, and they're just keeping them in this spawn here.
TK's folded up Elevate and put him away. I mean, this is really just the easiest CTF we've seen in a little while here on the Bravo stream. In the closing 20 seconds, you see Accuracy and Kenny 4 streak. Accuracy with the most kills in the lobby, twice more than anybody on Elevate. And I mean, when they're playing this game where it seems like it's 5 versus 4, look at how heavily outslayed. They're like plus 40 right now in comparison to Elevate.
Team Kaliber wiped the floor with Elevate in the end. 3-0. What a performance out of them. TK fans let them know Elevate will live to fight another day here.